Good morning, good morning. Welcome to the Keto Mom page. I hope you're having an incredible morning. For those of you who are brand new, we are going through Atomic Habits. My goal is every morning to walk you through a chapter of a book for the rest of my life. Why? Because I love to read. I understand the power of your mindset. And while I love to give you recipes and tips and tricks on your keto low-carb lifestyle, I truly believe the number one thing, the most important thing in you achieving your goals is what's going on up here. So we've gone through a book in May. We started the Morning Miracle, the beginning of June. It's the middle of the month. Happy middle of the month of June. And we are diving into Atomic Habits. We're on chapter 2. We are on day 2 of your Miracle Morning Challenge if you are doing it, which simply means you are doing the 60 minutes or the 6 minutes of your Miracle Morning, which involves silence, affirmations, visualization, exercise, reading, and journaling. So have you done that? If you're doing it, how is your day 2 going? And good morning. So let me map this out. Chapter 2 is incredible. I'm going to say, I think it's probably one of the most important chapters. I mean, it's all important, but if you understand what he's about to talk about, if you have read it, what do you think? On chapter 2, he talks about your identity. If you do not have the book, I would take some notes as you're listening because it's super, super powerful. And especially at the very end. Excuse me. I already worked out. We've had a crazy morning already. It's great. We have camps all day long. Tuesdays are crazy for us. So let me ask you this. Where are you tuning in from? Are you doing the Miracle Morning? It's not a big deal if you're not. I'm just curious. And I want you to, as we go along, if this makes sense, I'd love to know that you're understanding it because it's great. Let me ask you this. Do you learn better by listening and watching things, or do you have to read it? I love both. So I love to listen to a book while I have the book in front of me, or I am a visual learner, but I also love to listen. So I'm just curious, what kind of learner are you? Okay, let's dive in. Why is it so hard to repeat? Why is it so easy to repeat bad habits and so hard to form good ones? Habits like exercise, meditation, journaling, and cooking are reasonable for day to day, and then they become a hassle. Why is that? You guys, this is an incredible chapter. So if you haven't listened at all, tune in later today and get all the keto recipes you want. Like, check out the page for the last 6 years. There's no shortage of information. This is going to change your life. So you decide what you want to listen to. Changing your habits is changing. Here's the deal. Changing your habits is challenging for 2 reasons. Number 1, we try to change the wrong thing. And number 2, we try to change our habits in the wrong way. So he says, first of all, the first mistake is that we try to change the wrong thing. This is so good. He says there's 3 layers of behavior in your change. The first one is changing your outcome. Like, it's your goals. Like, what do you want, right? We're going to look at changing that. The second layer is changing the process. The third layer is changing your identity. I love this chapter because he's going to go into your identity. Who do you look at how are you identifying yourself as? What are you identifying yourself as? How do you look at yourself? Because if you don't see a healthier person, if you don't see or tell yourself you're an athlete or you are already a gym goer, like if you're constantly going, I'm trying to know. Like, my husband's really great at this. He heard somebody say, I think in the phrase, my husband said something like, no, I'm trying to do that. And I'm pretty sure it was our CEO. He said, no. We don't try, we do. You're not going to try to do that. You have to see yourself as that. You're not going to try, you're doing it. It's a mind shift, right? We talk about, like, I don't have to, I get to. It's the same concept with your identity. He says, many people begin the process of changing their habits by focusing on what they want to achieve. I want to lose 100 pounds. I want to lose 50 pounds. I want to get stronger. I want to be healthier. I want to, right? This leads to us this leads to an outcome-based habit. The alternative is to build your identity-based habits. That's what he's going to talk about. With this approach, we will start by focusing on who you want to become. So that's what this chapter is about. If you don't have this book, and I was going to try to rush through it and get it done in June, but we're not going to rush through it. We're going to go through this book until it's done, chapter by chapter, and then we'll dive into another book, which I'll show you. It's incredible. I think this is a foundation of meeting your goals, creating a lifestyle, and never looking back, and not creating this vicious year after year starting over. I hope this makes sense. And if you take this seriously and you take action, it will change your life. If you don't take this seriously, he already says it. We're going to meet back every single year and start over. So participate, take something that you can learn, take a nugget, and then take it and implement it. You have to take action. If this is helpful, press the share button, because sharing is caring, and it's super, super powerful for other people to learn along with you. Is this making sense? Okay. This is super great. He says, imagine two people resisting cigarettes. So they both want to quit smoking. He says, the first person says, when somebody offers them a cigarette, it's the same concept. The first person says, no thanks, I'm trying to quit. That's their outcome, right? Not going to work. Well, eventually, maybe. He goes, here's the deal. We're going to work on your identity. The second person is offered the same thing, but here's one little tweak. He says, no, thank you. I am not a smoker. They're both on the same path. Here's the book for those who are asking. Atomic Habits by James Clear. Do you hear the difference? No, I'm trying to quit. No, I'm trying to go to the gym. No, I'm trying to lose weight versus I'm not a smoker. They both could have started at the same time. Nope, not a smoker. I eat healthy. No, I'm an athlete. Even if it's your day one at the gym. Nope, I'm a gym goer. Don't skip it. Does that make sense? Like you're taking on what you want the outcome to be. It is so powerful. And please continue to tune in until the end, because the end is incredible. It's an incredible mindset. I'll go through it as fast as I can. Most people don't even consider identity change when they set out their goals. I want to be skinny is your outcome. And if I stick to this diet, then I'll be skinny. That's the process. But who are you becoming? What is the identity? If you don't see it here, if you don't see it, you're going to do it. You might reach the outcome, and then you're going to give up, and that's where the cycle comes in, right? Lose the weight, stop for a little bit because you've achieved it, gain the weight back. When you never took on, I am a healthy person. I am a strong person. I go to the gym every day, right? I make better choices. I am a healthy eater. Does that make sense? All right. There's so many good things. Hold on. Listen, I could read to you all day. This is incredible. I need you to listen. True behavior changes in identity change. You might start a habit because it motivates you, but the only reason that you'll stick with one is that it becomes part of who you are. The goal is not to read a book. The goal is to become a reader. The goal is not to lose weight. The goal is to become a healthy person for the rest of your life and to create a lifestyle. The goal is not to run a marathon. The goal should be, I am a runner. The goal is not to learn an instrument. The goal is to become a musician. Does that make sense? You need to figure out your identity. Who do you want to become so that you take that on and then the outcome is met? Because you are, therefore you do. That's good. I'm sure I've heard that somewhere. You are, so therefore you do. Does that make sense? Oh, this is so good. Okay, hold on. Wish I could read it all to you. The reason you fail to stick with habits is that you don't have your self-image. It gets in the way, right? Oh, I can't do this. I've always been a bad eater. I'll never be. It's too hard. So I'm gonna have to skip. So here's the deal. He said there's two simple steps. There's two steps to the process. Number one, decide the type of person that you want to be. Who do you want to be? I want an answer. I'm a healthy, strong mom. I'm an encouraging, incredible, supportive wife. I am what is it? You have to identify it, because when you identify it, then you will go after and take the actions. Prove it to yourself with your small wins. right? If I am a runner, I'm going to go running. If I am a strong athlete, I don't know another word to use, I will go to the gym, right? Okay, here's the best part. I need you to listen. This is so good. This is so good. I love reading. I love reading so much. Okay. Once you have a handle on the type of person that you want to become, you can begin by taking small steps to reinforce your identity. I have a friend who lost 100 pounds. This is for you. Good morning. I'll walk you through that in just a second. I have a friend who wants to lose 100 pounds. What would a healthy person do? All day long. So this is so great. His friend lost 100 pounds. Most of you are here to lose fat loss, right? Most of you are here for fat loss. So every single day, his friend said this. What would a healthy person do? Because she would say, I am a healthy person. That is her identity. I am a healthy person. So that means before she made any decision, whether it was going to the gym or not eating the donut or drinking more water, she would tell herself before she ate anything, what would a healthy person do? You might want to take a little Post-it note. And then put that little saying on your refrigerator, in your car, so you're not going through the drive-thru, wherever you need to see it, on your mirror. What would a healthy person do? All day long, she would use that question as a guide. Would a healthy person walk or take a cab? Would a healthy person order a burrito or a salad? And she figured if she acted like the healthy person she longed to be, her identity, eventually she would become that person. And she was right. Does that make sense? This is so good. This is so good. So in this entire thing, he's talking about your identity, what you are identifying as, so that you create and go after the outcome. It will come. Building better habits isn't about littering your day with life hacks. It's not about flossing one tooth each night or taking a cold shower each morning or wearing the same outfit each day. It's not about achieving external measures of success like earning more money, losing weight, or reducing stress. Habits can help you achieve all of these things, but fundamentally they are not about having something. They are about who somebody is becoming. It's about who you are becoming. So my challenge to you today is this. Becoming the best version of yourself requires you to continuously edit your beliefs and to upgrade and expand your identity. So my challenge to you is that's chapter 2. Figure out who you want to become. You should write it down. Right now, I'm guessing most of you want to be healthy, so I would write that question down. What would a healthy person do? And you should own that, right? That's who you're becoming. Write it down. Focus on maybe all you do today is figure out, like, what is my identity? Share it with a friend. Share it with an accountability partner. Post below. I'd love to know what you're identifying as. Like, what do you want? I am an athlete. I am not a smoker. I'm not a drinker. I am a runner. Like, what do you want? I am a water drinker. I am not somebody who hits snooze, but I am here's a good one. Are you ready? I am a morning person. If you keep saying, I'm not a morning person, but you aren't trying, you are doing the 30 days of the miracle morning, then there's no more, I'm not a morning person. It is, I am a morning person. Because if you are, then you will take the steps and the actions that will achieve the goal. Make sense? All right. I hope that was helpful. We're on day 2. We're going to continue this book until we get through it. I haven't figured out the date that we'll end, but when we're done, then we'll dive into a new book. It doesn't matter how long it takes us to get through it. We're going to take one chapter at a time. It'll go into probably the beginning of July, mid-July. So this is the book. Get it. If you don't have the book, you want to tune in here every single day. I will read to you every single day. I'd love for you to press the share button. And then for those of you who are doing the Miracle Morning, we're on day 2. You've got 30 days for your challenge. So I hope you guys have an incredible day. Reach out with all of your questions. I'm always here to help. And we'll talk to you soon.